An exhibition to commemorate the World Food Day was held in Colombo yesterday. The occasion was graced by Minister of Labour and Deputy Minister of Finance and Planning Professor Anil Chayantha, Minister of Agriculture K.D. Lal Kantha and the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization's country representative to Sri Lanka and the Maldives, Vimlendra Sharan.
අපිට තියෙන එක ප්‍රශ්නයක් තමයි ගොවියෝ මහන්සියලා වගා කරන මේ ශේෂ්ඨය ගොඩක් මහන්සියලා වැඩ කරනවා.
Farmers and all other stakeholders in this industry work tirelessly to produce food. However, at least 30% of our cultivation is destroyed by wild animals. This is a serious issue. On the other hand, I see a lack of discourse on the food waste at the time of consumption. Traditionally, we are known for wasting a significant portion of our food. A significant portion of our food is also wasted in transit. When all these categories of food waste are added together, we are confronted with a national concern that must be addressed. I believe that the government, together with the World Food Programme, must formulate immediate solutions to these issues. We must do everything necessary to that end.
මෙන්න මේ ප්‍රශ්න ටිකට ඉක්මන් උත්තර හොයාගන්න ඕන. ඒ වෙනුවෙන් වැඩ කරන්න ඕන කියන එක තමයි මගේ අදහස.
We are talking about the different aspects of food security. So that is area where we need to make sure that adequate food is available, food accessibility, quality of food, the hygiene factors of food, and we talk at so many things in food. And further, if you go to the mode of production, how do you produce food now? We are highly concerned about the way of production as well. Whether it is ethical, socially acceptable, if you use forced labor or unaccepted materials, equipment, then now the world is questioning these things. Whether we produce our things, including food, in an socially acceptable manner and ethical manner. Why? On the other hand, there are things happening to break these ethical concepts.
I think the Sri Lankan agriculture, Sri Lankan fisheries has to become climate smart. It has to adapt to the climate influences, environmental influences which are there globally and definitely in Sri Lanka. It has to become modern. It has to be driven by technology and innovation. We can't rely on the traditional methods of cultivation now and hope that we will become self-reliant. So technology has to come in, science has to come in, evidence has to come in. And most important of all is that it has to be inclusive. We can't leave anyone behind. It has to take the most downtrodden and the poorest along and bring them to a certain level. The world around us is changing and transforming rapidly. AI, artificial intelligence, biotechnology, digitization, precision farming, all this need to find a firm rooting. And as I said, not just pilots, but a firm rooting in the country. And that is the only way, I think, which is in front of us to make the cultivation, make farming, make fisheries more modern, more innovative, and turn it into a profitable exercise. I can assure you on behalf of the Food and Agriculture Organization, and I'm sure on behalf of all the UN, that the entire UN in the country stands in support of the government in whichever sectors we are working in. We are all here to support the government, become government which looks after the downtrodden, the poor, and yet is committed to making the country modern and progressive.